What's up, guys? I want to make this video because I want to be really honest about part of my disappearance, and hopefully this can help some people. Maybe a lot more people who are advanced and have been lifting for some time. And I often hear seen as a burnout as the blame for a lot of this, but in reality, it's just a lack of interest, just a total lack of interest. You know what I mean? I think what happened to me and what happens to a lot of people is you give a word power, and you haven't been home in a long time. So this video is more so a homecoming for us to come back and forget the reason we did this for, even to begin in the first place. So I had to take some time away, man, months and months, almost a year, just to get away and really recollect and refresh themselves. And there's been two really big points in my life that I first started this thought and how I ended it, and it's that this phrase, "I have to train today." I heard this phrase outwardly from Ben Escrow. I hear it all the time. I live with Ben. Dr. Zordos, he gets mad if he doesn't train. Dr. Norton, same thing. They train. I mean, this dude will text you and he'll start the time he texted you yesterday he was going to train. It's amazing. So I saw these advanced dudes, and they still loved it, and I didn't love it, and I felt like a faker, and I thought, what's wrong with me that I don't love to train like these dudes don't train, you know? And then 2 years ago I met these two people who I'm connecting. I'll connect these in a second. Liana Carr and Charlie Brooke. I'm sorry, Charlie Rubish now. She's married to Pete Rubish, so congrats to her. These two girls, they're just the most amazing girls I ever met. Why? Because they were new, and I haven't really been around a beginner in a long time, and they were so passionate. And I even heard myself say, well, enjoy it while it's still new, like a fucking hater, me. You know what I mean? And I'm reflecting on that, and I'm like, the fuck is my issue? Like, how dare I say that to somebody? And here's where I fucked up, and a lot of vets fuck up, and a lot of veterans do the same mistake. I realized what the issue is that I gave words weight. You know, you hear something, pro card, you get a visceral response to that. You get a response to literally a phonetic noise, pro card. It's just a word, right? We let words own us in this sport. Championships, win, lose. We literally let this word, this end institutional recognition goal, we let it destroy us. We let it forget all about home. When you're a beginner, you do this because why? Because it's pure. It's just this thing you like to do, and it makes you feel good. You don't even know why. But what happens? People start fucking pressuring you and telling you, hey man, you could go pro, or hey, you could be a good powerlifter, or hey, you could blah blah blah, and you start believing these words. You start believing the institutional recognition more than you even believe in yourself, and this thing starts to own you. This sport has made so many people so bitter, winners and losers. Why? Because of the detachment that the word carries with it. We get so lost in what the institutional words mean, and we only look at the surface, right? Eckhart Tolle has this quote. You guys don't read Eckhart Tolle, it says, I'll read it real quick. It says, the quicker you are in attaching verbal or mental labels to things, people, or situations, the more shallow and lifeless your reality becomes, and the more deadened you become to reality, that the miracle of life that continuously unfolds within around you. Sorry, I'm reading this really badly. In this way, cleverness may be gained, but wisdom is lost, and so are joy, love, creativity, and aliveness. They are concealed in the still gap between the perception and interpretation. Of course, we have to use words and thoughts. They have their own beauty, but do we need to become imprisoned by them? Dude, why do you guys like to fucking train? Let's not forget, homies. We do this because it makes us feel good. And that's it, right? So what do we give to our daily training? We say, oh, I do it because it makes me feel better, confident. No, it doesn't, dude. This thing makes you. The only reason I have 2 master's degrees, any structure, my business success, the only reason I have any of this, any of you listen to me, is because I lift weights, right? This very basal primal activity has taught me so much in life. But yet, you want a pro card. And this thing that will give you 4 weeks of acute satisfaction will give you chronic stress for your entire life. That just doesn't equate to me. And I was doing the same thing. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I became a prisoner of what I owned. My goals owned me. I didn't own my goals anymore. So what happened to me was I really realized between, like I said, meeting these two girls who were beginners and being between these experts I'm around all the time, is I had to stop covering my worth in words. and value that the institutional society gave for me. I realize, wow, I can do this forever if I just focus on it. If I go in every day and I say, this is what I want to do, I'm going to do it, and I stay mindful of the things that I'm doing, and I just let them be, and I just sit back and like do it in all. If you do a triple PR, just fucking enjoy it, man. Have it. That's yours. Have it. You worked for that. Don't say, oh, I hit a PR, one step closer to my goal. Fuck that goal. Have it, set it, but just enjoy this journey. This is the dude. Me, guys, me, the one who talks so much about goals, enjoying in the process. I lost it, man. I lost it. I'm a human being. I got so caught up in calling something the goal, right? So don't call it a good workout, a bad workout, big day, bad. Just live it, breathe it, and enjoy it. That feeling you had when you first started, dude, I'm telling you, it's still there. You just got so caught up in it, and you just buried it deep down behind the word. You forgot why the enjoyment is there, and you don't even realize what you do it for anyways. It just feels like something you have to do now. That's something you need to do because it makes you you. Ironically, this focus on just you, eating as good as you can every day, it will make you a winner. Because if you don't focus, if you just say, I'm going to do what I do, adapt every day, and just get harder, work harder and harder, and get better at it, dude, you will one day become the best because you're the most passionate, because you're just doing it truly for you. For instance, you breathe. You breathe every day. You don't think about it, you just do it. You brush your teeth every day. You don't think about it, you do it. Dude, you're just fucking good at it. Because you don't, this is what you want to do. That should be the same thing with training. You didn't say, I want to brush my teeth because I don't want a cavity in 20 years. That's silly. That's one of the silliest things I ever heard, dude. So now, where does that leave us? It leaves us with not deriving our identity from words, right? From pro card, from pro, from champion, from whatever. Not doing that, right? You are enough, as Brooke Erickson will say. You are enough, and it's not you as this physical being. It's you as in what you want to do. Whatever you want to do is good for fucking you, dude. If you don't want to go and be 2% because of the work it takes, then don't do it. If you do, let's go. Let's fucking bring it. Then let's do it, dude. So I got lost in these words. I got lost in these meanings and what the institution gave me. And what's ironic about all of it is that these words fueled my ego. When I don't mean ego as in arrogant, I mean ego as in more so the voice in the back of my head. You know, and who am I? Am I the voice in the back of my head, or am I my feelings? And do I do what feels right? And do I do that better than anyone else, or do I let societal pressure determine my entire life? Right? If you aren't, then you'll be unhappy, just like so many people I've met in this industry. Don't do what you think you love. Do what you know you love, right? And I forgot, I had to come back home. This is my thing, right? My ego got filled with these words. These words are simply, I guess you can parallel your ego into I guess identification of form, right? Form in the physical, form in the emotional, and form in thoughts. So I no longer, and you no longer, if you've gotten lost, I guess have a connectiveness to your original thoughts anymore, right? You really forgot what you are and who you are and what you enjoy. Instead, you believe in the words. You really, really believe your fans when they tell you you're the best. You really believe that. You've gotten so fucking lost, man. Don't believe it, dude. Do what you want to do, right? Because if I were no internet and there were nobody on earth, I would still train the same way I train. What's the difference between if no one knows or if you do it out in the world and they call you world champion? What's the difference? There's no difference. It's a label someone's giving you, and you let the institution determine how you fucking feel about something, dude. No. Focus on that feeling you had as a beginner. That's still there. That hasn't gone. That has not gone anywhere. Believe me, it's not gone anywhere. So what now? Do you stay dissatisfied and keep letting labels think for you? Or do you just know that, okay, pro card is just a word. I have given this so much power, and are you going to let this thing give you so much power that you forgot the lessons that fitness has done for you and what it's taught you? Dude, it's the only reason I'm doing anything with my life. It's because I had some form of fitness to get me to the next level. Stop covering up your fucking worth for yourself, man, with the institutional value. Because all the institution will ever do for you, all it has ever done is give you a prepackaged, spoon-fed formula. That you're someone who's arrogant is arrogant to what? To what someone else told them what arrogance is. So what I mean by this is that if you're self-absorbed, I'm self-absorbed to be the best, whatever the job is, right? So you're not even self-absorbed to do what you want to do. You're self-absorbed to be what someone else calls pro, what someone else calls champion. It's not even original. It's just what someone told you is original. It's fucked up, man. Don't do it. Come back home. You will get refreshed. You'll get motivated again. Trust me. Love you guys.